I'm your host with the most Local 23. You're joining me for Witness a Bodyguard Romance, Chapter 8, Beacon of Light. After spending the day cooped up in the house, searching for a job, you walk out to find the sun's already set. Cassian is hot on your heels as you head away from town towards the far end of the stretch of beach. Wait, where are you even going? I saw an ad in the paper for a job at the lighthouse. I called, and the lighthouse keeper said the job was mine. It's not on the main sightseeing circuit, and this part of the beach is generally colder and foggier than the tourist spots, so less foot traffic anyway. Okay, but I don't understand why you're going out there at night. The job is managing the gift shop and selling haunted tours of the lighthouse and other places on the island. Now, appropriate, considering I've been haunted by the thought of touching you again. Now he's doing it. You roll your eyes and stick your tongue out at Cassian to keep from smiling. But seriously, Nami, I don't know about this. The area is just so isolated. You could get attacked, there would be no witnesses. So, that's why I have you. You have not left my side at a job yet, so why would you start now? You move a little closer to Cassian, your arm brushing his. You'll be there to protect me, won't you? Cassian runs a reassuring hand up your back, twirling a strand of hair before letting it fall. Of course I will. This is probably the safest job I can get here. I'm doing this, Cassian. I can't stay cooped up in the house anymore. Cassian looks around the deserted beach and lets out a heavy sigh. Fine, but no wandering off without me. Okay, geez. As you spy the lighthouse in the distance, you look down at your outfit. I might need something a tad warmer than this. Please don't start dressing like an old-timey lighthouse caper. What, you're not attracted to the peacock knit cap and bearded look? I may have to make an exception for you, but not really. You check your watch and look towards a row of stores along the beach walk. I have enough time to grab a sweater or something. Might as well get something to celebrate the new job anyway. You trek up the shops, spotting the perfect outfit in one of the windows. That's the one. Hey, we look like Sabrina from the show on Netflix. Bluff's Babe, Battle Fog's cold kiss in this cozy sweater, paired with nautical shorts. Again, look like Sabrina. You pay for the outfit, put it on the dressing room, you return to Cassian rubbing the soft fabric of the sweater to show it off. Now I'll be warm and cute for my first day at the lighthouse. Cassian smiles approvingly. You really should be more focused on the warm part. Stick your tongue out at him before you head out for the lighthouse again. You look around at the old lighthouse keeper's quarters, which now function as a museum and gift shop. It's eerily quiet without a soul in sight. You really weren't joking about nobody being here. I at least expected the guy who hired me to be here to greet me. You see a hastily scrawled note on the desk that reads, "Shift is 8 p.m. to midnight, don't screw it up." Oh man, a few words. Yeah, I think that being antisocial is a requirement. Maybe he was a ghost this whole time. I'm not super amused by my new boss. Yeah, I'm not super amused either. What kind of boss just leaves their new employee to their own devices? One who knows the job is impossibly easy. I'm still not quite sure if I should be insulted or pleased. You look around the room at the Victorian styling as a gust of wind rattles the window pane. Well, I certainly see why they sell haunted tours out here. I feel like a ghost is gonna pop up any minute. Don't joke about that. You're not scared, are you? Ghosts aren't real. Tell that to Ma in a few thousand years. It's folklore. Even joking about them can bring them upon us in an old place like this. I'll be sure to protect you from Casper when he comes looking for you. You won't be saying that once you're alone in this room. You said you weren't going to leave me by myself. I'm not gonna leave the lighthouse, don't worry. What are you gonna do then? I'll figure something out. Cassian gives you a wink and disappears around the corner. You finish tidying up the gift shop when the clock strikes midnight. Cassian appears in the doorway, leaning against the frame. And what have you been up to? Mostly staking the place out, counting exits, the usual. I also got myself a job as a tour guide for my tours. You actually saw the lighthouse keeper. No, I called him and asked for the job. He simply grunted and hung up, so I took that as a yes. How surprising of you. I guess you'll start tomorrow, though. We're about done here. Before we go, we should check out the view at the top. I think you'll like it. You lock up and follow Cassian to the staircase leading up to the beacon. You carefully ascend the staircase, eyeing the rickety-looking railing. You're sure this is safe, right? Absolutely. Speaking of, how was your evening? Not a single person came in, so... It was actually kind of nice you were the only one here. Oh, yeah? Yeah. We haven't had much time together outside of the house. It felt comfortable having you around. Guess I'm growing on you. Don't let it get to your head, Hotshot. You take the rest of the stairs in silence before emerging to the big glass dome that holds the illuminated beacon. You reach the top of the lighthouse, and your breath catches. Wow. I knew you'd like it. You remind me of the rooftop bar we met at. Leaning against the railing, looking out over the ocean and twinkling lights of Nantucket. A breeze blows your hair around and you catch Cassian looking at you longing in his eyes. Put your arm around him. Slide over to Cassian on the railing and put your arm around his waist. Come here. He looks down at you in surprise. Nami. Is this okay? Way more than okay. Cassian smiles and wraps his arm around your shoulder. You lean into his warm embrace, feeling safe in Cassian's arms. Yeah, you know, growing up, you thought Nantucket was this unattainable place for someone like me. What? Why? You've been to my place. It's the same neighborhood my mom raised us in after we came here from Ireland. The people there don't exactly summer on the island. I was taught to work hard in order to make something of myself and get out of the neighborhood, and I guess I'll have a great job now, so I guess I'll always feel like the poor kid. Ask Cassian about the future. Now that you've made it to Nantucket, it doesn't seem so unattainable, does it? No, not really. So you could totally end up here after your assignment is over, of course? You're a capable, charming, sexy man. You'd fit in anywhere you wanted. You feel a blush come to your cheeks, and Cassian's smile grows bigger. Thanks, but I don't think Nantucket is for me, after all. Too crowded. More crowded than Boston. I mean, for after I'm done with the Marshal service. I've always pictured myself in a little house on the ocean. Kind of like the house my family had in Ireland. Just peace, quiet, and comfort. I suppose that does sound nice. I've never really been a peace and quiet kind of girl. Why does that not surprise me? You both fall silent again, the light from the lamp warming you in the enclosed space. You snuggle closer to Cassian, beginning to draw circles on the hard plane of his back. That feels nice. Cassian gently turns you to face him, and you wrap your other arm around his waist. What else would feel good? I'm sure I can think of a few things. Cassian gazes at you for a few moments before he begins to angle his head down, aiming for your lips. Make the first move. Meet Cassian halfway, pressing your mouth to his. The kiss starts off slow, but as you part lips, he leans into you hungrily. Cassian's hand works up your back and tangles in your hair. As you grip the front of his shirt, the rotating light of the lenses matches your ever-increasing heart rate and more need for more. numbing. Your hands slide up under his shirt as he devours your lips with feverish kisses. Your breathing is heavy from the passion and the heat of the lighthouse. He moves to your jawline, down your neck. You tilt your head to give his better access with a satisfied moan. And you notice the shadow cast on the ocean. Cassian, look! Your entangled silhouettes are projected on the dark water, appearing every time the lamp passes you. You turn back to Cassian with renewed desire, but he puts up a hand to stop you. I'm pretty sure half of Nantucket just watched us make out, which is definitely the definition of drawing attention to ourselves. Fair enough. We should probably get going before curious voyeurs come snooping around. Releasing your hold on each other, you give the view one last look before descending down the stairs. Once you get onto the beach, you breathe in the fresh, cool night air after being in the stuffy lighthouse. We shouldn't linger. No use tempting fate out here. Are you talking about the mobsters or the ghosts? You're never gonna let the ghost thing go. Nope. It's way too fun to tease you about it. The beach is even more deserted at this hour, with only the sound of waves to interrupt the tranquility. Neither you nor Cassian speaks, having settled into an easy silence. It feels different, but nice different. I've never felt this comfortable with anyone I've slept with before. Maybe it's because I want more from Cassian. More than I've allowed myself with anyone else. You clear your throat, drawing Cassian's attention. I was thinking, I haven't ever told you about my family. I've been imagining lots of country club lunches, brandies in the parlor, Argyle sweaters. Hardly. My parents are both from old money, and, their marriage was more of a business arrangement than a loving partnership. They treated each other more like a commodity, like something to be used just to gain power and status. Not really a good example for a kid. Yeah, I wouldn't call my childhood particularly loving. Cassian pulls you close for a moment and places a gentle kiss on your temple. What's that for? I'm really glad you told me. That must have been rough. You feel Cassian's hand brush against yours as he reaches out to take it. Hold Cassian's hand. For diamonds. I'm tired of feeling lonely and being afraid to be vulnerable with someone. You interlace your fingers with his and look up in his eyes. His hand is warm, and holding it makes you feel protected on the dark beach. Cassian grips your hand a little tighter and smiles down at you. I can't tell you you've never done any manual labor. How? Your hands are so small and soft. Small hands have nothing to do with it, just saying. Soft, kind of. Cassian brings your hand to his lips and plants a kiss on your palm, and then the back of your hand. His lips brush each of your fingers in turn. You run your thumb along the calluses and scars that dot his hand. Are these all from work or recent acquisitions from fixing up the house? A little of both. I'm sure you've become very familiar with the feel of my hands. Maybe I need a little refresher. I'm happy to oblige. Kiss Cassian's knuckles and drop your hands back between the two of you as you traverse the cold sand. Let's get home. Walk back to the house hand in hand the whole way. The next evening, you're setting up for the night when a little girl approaches the desk. I'll take that, please. You look to see what she's pointing at, realizing she's interested in one of the museum exhibits. You want that? I'm sorry, but that's not for sale. That's actually the compass used by one of the first lightkeepers to... I don't care, I want it! Girl stomps her feet and scrunches up her little face in displeasure. It's part of the museum here, so I can't sell it to you. But we have lots of nice other things. Maybe you want to... No, I want that gold thing! The girl takes a plastic bucket of souvenir pins and throws it across the room. Give it to me now! You can see a man approaching, presumably the girl's father, but you don't get a good look at him before the child throws something else. I just can't. Stop throwing things or I'll... The man comes up to stand next to the girl, and you feel suddenly faint. Oh my god, it's... What's all this then, Aisling? Apologize to the nice woman for your outburst, princess. I'm sorry, miss. I didn't catch your name. Oh no, what a shock. Please kill us now, so we can be done with this book. Without further ado, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head in the description below, links to social media, Discord, if you'd like to support me and my content. Remember, it only took Pixelberry most of the day to pull a 15-minute book out of their ass. Oh, yes, you think I'm done with Pixelberry yet? It's cute. I've been ripping The Last of Us, Naughty Dog, Sony, and a bunch of people's ass today on Twitter. And, yeah, I'm going viral. So anyway, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a pleasure, and I will catch you all, hopefully, for the live stream that you all tune into, right? Nudge, nudge, question mark, on Twitch later this evening. Peace, and have a good one.